And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. So almost ready to get underway. Towing the slab in today's game, Shohei Ohtani. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singing.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents. Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And the 2-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. In the air, out towards right center. Pages hauls it in, and there's one away. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Here's Elliot Ramos. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Now one missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Line drive. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. Giants are down 1-2-3. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Starting on the mound in this one, Robbie Ray.
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve, and because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
And a 1-1. Just missed. That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Handles, throws to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
There's a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 out.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
And there's a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Two out, space is empty. 3-2 now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first, Andy Pajes getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 and 2.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Two outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. 1 left for LA. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top of the second. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Rafael Devers.
2-1.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
That missed by a lot, and now it's 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Bryce Eldridge, the next Giant to hit. That one fouled off.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. First and second, no outs. Willie Adames stands in. That one finds the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Here's Matt Chapman.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. That one ripped, but foul. Pitch misses. 3-2 now. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
2 outs, bases full. And here's the rookie catcher. That one lifted to left. Call. Snags it on the run. Giants leave him loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be Kyle Tucker.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate. Try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Arise. Tosses to first and quickly one away in the second.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Teoscar.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Swings and misses. 1-2.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Batting 7, the designated
Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Rojas.
And that is out of play. Just missing there. And it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2
Really
strikes.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Two down, nobody on. Oh, that hit him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the lefty. Hope he's all right.
Batting 8,
And
the
now they'll
left
hustle
fielder,
out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Stepping in, Alex Call. Two outs. In the dirt. Next pitch misses. Full count now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Caught him looking for the K. So the Dodgers leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning, and now Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Well, Boog, here's a little background info on Jung-Hoo Lee. He hit for the highest batting average in KBO history, which included a ton of doubles. Plus, he took home 5 gold gloves. He's a player that helps the team with his bat and defensively.
Here's a 1-2. 99 miles per hour to finish him off.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Luis Ariz stands in. The next pitch misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Got him swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you've got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And now, Elliot Ramos. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. The 1-2.
Ball. 2-2.
And they'll do it again. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Pajes brings it in for the 3rd out. So they make short work of him there. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now the 3rd baseman, Santiago Espinal. Next offering upstairs.
2-1.
Right through there for a strike. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next pitch off the plate, and that's ball 3. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. 1 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one drilled left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Now he'll turn for second. Betts into second.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Man at second. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Out to short, Adames. Sends it to first, and they get the out on Smith.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
Here comes the 2024 World Series MVP to the plate. Freddie Freeman was good all postseason, but man, the World Series was something else.
Yeah, probably the easiest MVP choice of any World Series, which is especially impressive with the amount of superstars on the Dodgers. Freeman tied a World Series record with 12 RBIs, and we'll never forget that walk-off grand slam in Game 1.
Next pitch is outside. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Slides for the stop. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. We're tied 0-0. Back here in L.A., John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Rafael Devers. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Good eye in that spot.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Lifted in the air, right field. Tucker on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
4th inning underway, no score. The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Next one misses, and a full count now. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. 3-2, the pitch is outside, and ball 4.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Willy Adames. And that's off the inside edge. Now 3-1. Eldridge, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Base hit center field. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
All over that one right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
2 on, 1 out. And digging in for San Francisco, Matt Chapman. Not even close there. And it's 2-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Swings through that one for strike 2.
So hard to touch. Being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating.
Strike 3. Shohei goes with the sweeper to finish the job.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
At the plate, Drew Gilbert.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two on, 2 outs. On the ground right side and foul ball. That one back up the middle and it gets through. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the speedy catcher. The 2-1. And a base hit right there. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Whoa.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Action in the pen down there. Number 63 preparing to come on if needed. Henriquez warming up as well. That one missing inside. Luis Arias on deck for San Francisco. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. First and second, 2 down. Got him looking, and he's up to 7 strikeouts. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Giants 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. late on that fastball.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
One down, base is empty. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 3. Drilled out towards left center field. Ramos should have this one. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Off the mark there. 2-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That clips the corner.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
In the air, out towards left center. It gets down, a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Number 63 gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And digging in for San Francisco, Luis Arias. Swings through that one.
2-2.
And that one ripped to left, and that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And now Elliot Ramos. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. No outs. Runner on second. And that's outside. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And down on strikes he goes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Devers now.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
And that drops in for a strike. One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
And Raffy falls victim to the K. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Now, Bryce Eldridge. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for San Francisco. They're on top 2-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. And a swing and a miss. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Dylan Smith appears to be getting loose. Gage, a left-hander, also throwing. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Three, 2. On the ground to Devers. Steps on first for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Call. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. The 1-1 is fouled off. On the line, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Santiago Espinal steps to the plate for the Devers. There's 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Giants 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And digging in for San Francisco, Willy Adames. Here's the pitch to Adames. Fought off foul. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Chappie steps to the dish to take his cuts. And 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
That's a strikeout for Chappie.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Drew Gilbert, the next Giant to hit. Squirts away a little bit. Adames, the base runner at first with one out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, one out. Now it's the Giants catcher. Two on, one out. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the lineup flips over. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Missed with a changeup, and the count is 2-2. That one drifts inside.
Careful.
Luis Arias waits to bat for the Giants. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. 2 left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Giants 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dylan Smith.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Number 63 getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Brubaker also throwing. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
On the ground to the left. In time to Devers. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Will Smith to the plate. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. The Giants leading by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a double.
He was all over that one. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your...
Lying, and that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single and a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And the batter now, Andy Pajes. High fly ball down the left field line. Ramos on a dead sprint, racing back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here comes the manager out of the... They turn things over to the southpaw, Matt Gage.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So This is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings. That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
2-2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Freeman off of first with 2 away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 7th inning coming up. It's the Giants 2 and the Dodgers 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Edgardo Henriquez.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 60.
And digging in for San Francisco, Luis Arias. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. In the air, left field, 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Elliot Ramos digs in now. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Gassed it right by him.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Giants down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 63.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fastball is outside. Two 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. And a swing and a miss. And 1 away. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Miguel Rojas now at the plate. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-2.
Strike 3, frozen with the front door slider.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Alex Call steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And it remains 2-2. Holding on to a one-run lead here in the bottom of the seventh. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th, and now it's the Giants DH, Bryce Eldridge. Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
The batter, the shortstop,
Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Two now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. And that just misses.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
2 strike.
That one is absolutely belted. And that ball is out of here. And they boost their lead. It's 4-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's to the mound now. They turn to Blake Trinan. And here is Matt Chapman. Just missed.
Well, these Giants, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. And he walked
That's
him.
low. Ball 4. Take a base.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
So a man at first. Drew Gilbert, the next Giant to hit. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Chapman on his way to third. Coming home. He will score.
Well done, drives in the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Next offering is in for a strike. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Movement in the bullpen. Alex Vesia getting loose out there. Klein getting loose as well. Runner at second, nobody out. Ground ball up the middle. Bats up with it. Low throw. Picked. He's safe. So runners at the corners. Nobody out. Now it's the right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. That one's in there. And the count's even at 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Out towards right center field. Base hit and a run in to score. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. On the mound now, Will Klein.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
The 1-2.
Oh!
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
2-2. Up the middle. Nice stop. There's one. And a run scores on the double play. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. That just misses, and the count is 3-1. Rafael Devers on deck for San Francisco. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Base hit, left center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next to the Giants.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. That one pushed to the left and foul. Ripped to right, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
The bat, number 8. Designated hitter.
Bryce Eldridge, the next Giant to hit. 2 on, 2 outs. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 10-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound. Alex Vesia. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Willie Adames. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Struck him out looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 10-1 ball game. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player has maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Caleb Killian, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. And that one upstairs. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
What was your worst start one year? Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something. He gets labeled as a bad ball hitter because he's just got that special knack of doing damage with pitches outside the zone. He's just really good at it.
One down. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's down and in. This one in the dirt.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. That one not close. 2-2. Lined, and that's a base hit. Flying around third is Betts. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and it's now 10-2.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Now here is Andy Pajes. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up and in, and the count is even 2-2.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Oh, tough night at the dish, punching out for the 3rd time.
Now on the bump, Caleb Killian.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Smith, the runner at third. Freeman at first, 2 out of the inning. Fouls it off, still 1-2. This one smashed down the right field line. Reaching for it, makes the catch. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. 9th inning coming up. It's the Giants 10 and the Dodgers 2. Back here in L.A., all set to start the 9th in this one. And here is Matt Chapman. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Swing and a ball popped up. Rojas makes the grab. 2 down.
Now back, the catcher, KC Rodriguez.
Now it's the Giants catcher. Here's a 1-1. In the air, right side. Tucker makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the 9th, and now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 2-2.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Now batting.
And next for L.A., Miguel Rojas. The Giants up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9. Just missed.
3-1.
That's ball 4. Tried another sinker but couldn't find a zone.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Well struck left field. That ball's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. So it's their last chance in this one. Santiago Espinal steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Misses outside, and that's ball 3. Rojas, the runner at first with 2 gone. They're down to their final strike.
Count ball.
Killian is just 1 strike away. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And they'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Mookie digs in here. Turns and fires the Betts. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. That one just missing inside. The count now 2-2. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, pretty tight ball game up until the 8th inning, and that's really the time where you expect things to lock down. But the offense broke out, incredible outburst, and just put this game out of reach.
10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.